Hey guys, my name is Omar. Thank you so much for being here. Hey guys, my name is Omar. Thank you so much for being here. And today, hey guys, hey guys, my name is Omar. Thank you so much for being here. Today I'm going to be doing a quick video about the Rolex. No, that didn't go. Hey guys, my name is Omar.
I had a feeling you'd come back and save me from all those lonely nights and heartbreaks.
Hey guys, my name is Omar. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a quick video about the Rolex Datejust 41mm that I recently just got. In this video, I'm going to be talking about two things. The first thing I'm going to be talking about is the history behind this watch and how it got here from the day it was born. The second thing I'm going to be talking about is basically what everybody else is talking about. It's the talk of the town. My personal opinion, and why is this watch so hyped up? Now, if you have any comments, concerns, or questions, please put them in the comments below. I want to thank you in advance for subscribing and liking, and let's go ahead and do this.
Go back to your silhouette. Why don't we go back to, why don't we go back to your bedroom?
So, now we're here, and the first part of this video is going to be the history to how we got to the Datejust, because it really didn't start here. At the end of the day, it started with a businessman and an idea first. Someone who thought he can change the game of timekeeping. He took a working idea, and as a matter of fact, working ideas, and made them 100 times better. Now, mind you, watchmaking at the time was an industry that was pretty competitive. You got Anthony Patek as well as Adrian Philippe making history in Switzerland as far as their watchmakings, from pocket watches to wristwatches, so on and so forth. You got Louise Cartier, which is the Cartier house, looking to make watches just pretty mysterious, to be exact, in 1926. So far, we're looking at this Datejust. At the time, let's look at really what happened. Let's look at what happened, to be exact. 1945, the Rolex Datejust was introduced. But before we look at this watch, we have to look at this watch. This is the Oyster Perpetual 39mm on a white dial that recently just got discontinued. Now, before we look at the Datejust, we have to look at the Oyster Perpetual first. So back in 1926, Heinz Walsdorf was able to introduced the first waterproof wristwatch. That's where the Oyster was introduced at first. So Rolex was just a Rolex watch. He came up with the name when he was traveling. But 1926, when he introduced the first wristwatch that you could put in the water and it would still work, that's when Rolex became Rolex Oyster. Mind you, not the first company to introduce waterproof watch. Rolex just made it better. Heinz Walsdorf just made it 100 times better. Fast forward 1931, Heinz Walsdorf also introduced a self-winding movement. He did add a rotor inside of the movement that made this watch a self-winding Rolex wristwatch. And that's where Rolex Oyster became Rolex Oyster Perpetual. Not even the first company to make it at first, but Rolex and Heinz Walsdorf just made it 100 times better. And lo and behold, we got the Rolex Datejust 41mm. Heinz Walsdorf literally set the bar high for a lot of watchmakers. they were able to introduce this watch that featured a aperture window that automatically shows the date. It'll change every 12 a.m. Now, that's the history behind it. Rolex was not even the first company to make the date in their dials. Mimo was one of the companies that did that back in 1930s. 15 years even before Rolex. Rolex just made it a lot better, and they still exist. So the crown goes to them. Now, Mimo is no longer here. Their watches now are just vintage watches. So as far as this goes, Rolex takes the crown at this point. That's the history technically. 1926, just to recap, the Oyster was produced. 1931, the Perpetual was produced. 1945, the Datejust finally was produced. My opinion, as far as this watch goes, I love it. A couple of things I love about the watch. First and foremost, it's flashy. This one has a fluted bezel. This one doesn't. It has a smooth bezel. This one has polished middle links. This one has satin finished middle links. This one has a flashy dial. This one has a satin dial. As far as the difference between the two, one of them, if you walk into a room, people know that you're wearing an expensive watch. The other one, if you walk into a room, people know that you have a nice watch. As far as this one goes, I mean, if you're looking for a flashy type of lifestyle type thing, then this is definitely for you. If you're just looking for an investment, this is definitely for you. If you're looking just to buy the watch because you love it, like me, then definitely it's for you. I can tell you one thing, it used to be back in the day a perception of Rolex, Datejust being the easy watch to get. Now, based on, we're in 2021, based on everything that's going on, this watch here, you can't walk into a dealer and just buy it the same day. Right? Rolex being Rolex, this watch here, there's no way you'll be able to walk in and just get it the same day, just because simply they don't have them. Now, as far as the wait, it's not going to be as long as the Pepsi. Obviously, the Pepsi is more like an investment thing for the dealers. That's why they keep them in the back. They don't ever put them in the front. But this one, even though they do have them in the back, you'll wait about 2-3 months to get it. If you know the dealer so much and you have a good salesperson that's next to you, you can get it in a week to 2 weeks. Depending on the dial variation, depending on the aesthetics of the watch, whether it's Jubilee, smooth bezel, or anything like that, if you like the watch, make the investment, just because simply it will never go down in price. You'll never be able to sell it for less than retail. You won't. And if you did, then shame on you. And if you bought it for less than retail, I gotta tell you, you need to look inside the watch because it's probably fake. So that's about it for me, guys. Thank you so much for being here and supporting me. So as far as today, if you think you got anything from this video, please like and subscribe. If you have any comments, concerns, or just anything you want to talk about, put them in the comments below. And like always, whatever you do, and make sure whatever you do, make it a great day.